All right, what is going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. It's Thursday morning for me, December 21st. Wow, 4 days away from Christmas. Very fun. All right, well, I've started my morning with four straight losses, so it's not a good start. Not a good start at all. Um, I'm a little discouraged right now. So let's go ahead. I don't even want to think about that. Just give someone some free DEC at that point. Let's do some maintenance. So if you're watching this on the replay, thanks for coming through. I was trying to see if I would be able to open a pack, and I think I will be. I think I'm gonna grab some potions. They're not too much, so I need to get some credits though. We're gonna open one pack. So we're gonna open one pack today, just for the fun of it. Let me go. Actually, let's see. Maybe we can open two packs. I like buying. I like buying these in bulk, but all right. I will need 4 cents plus. How many will I need here? 9. So I'm gonna need like 50 credits essentially. 500 credits. Oh, is there a minimum? Oh, there might be a minimum. Interesting. Let's see. We're gonna learn something new today. Can I pay for it in DEC? Minimum is 1,000 credits. Dang. So, oh, you know what? How much SPS is that gonna be? How much DEC is it gonna be? 177 DEC. All right, we'll pay with DEC. That'll get us some fun stuff here. So the crypto markets are up. Last night, I saw that we had a nice boost to the Bitcoin price, which is sort of driving some of the others up as well. Let me see if I can find it here. There we go. So just kind of taking a look around. So Bitcoin's back over 48, which I guess was, it's funny, man. It's funny. I've been watching this analysis talking about how the 20th of every month is like the lowest for Bitcoin. And it's like literally on the 21st, we shoot up. So I don't know what we were at yesterday, but let's take a look at the monthly chart here. And that's somewhat accurate. I mean, yeah, we were chilling in the 45, 46 range yesterday. So that seems about right. So I don't know. Maybe we see Bitcoin go up from here. Personally, I'm so tired of this market and whatever Bitcoin is doing that I would love for it to drop back below 40, because then I could buy more. And who doesn't want more Bitcoin? So let's go ahead. Got some credits. We're going to get some potions, and we're going to open up some packs today. Not a lot. Not anything crazy. But I realized that my daily quest doesn't begin for another almost 4 hours, which obviously this stream is not going to be that long. So I will have to change the title on there. Whatever. We'll just leave the title as is. But good morning to everybody who is here and around. All right, so let's go ahead and grab one potion for 4 pennies or 40 credits. And then I want to grab, we need 9 of these. That's going to be 450 credits. Oh, cool. I want to make sure the live stream was up and running. And it looks like we are. So let's try to hop into one more battle, and then we'll do a pack opening. It's been a rough morning. I've lost 5 in a row. 4 in a row. 5 in a row if I count that last one. But oh man, I'm so glad in a way that I'm not trying to grind my way up to gold, because as it is, it's tough enough beating all of these older cards here. Like having to deal with level 4 flesh golems, mushroom seers, level 4 earth elementals. I mean, these guys, yeah. I part of me, whenever I like get really frustrated with a game, wants to stop playing until modern format comes out, because it's just, I just don't have the cards to compete with all the older ones. I enjoy playing in like the Zen Sports tournaments, the ones that were like Chaos Legion only, because then the meta is like simpler. Everybody's kind of on the same page. But outside of that, it's rough. Okay, let's go with Jotun here. And I think, I don't know how much magic attack they're going to do. It doesn't seem like they had much of a magic plan. But I still think that overall, I like Tusk the Wide in terms of the amount of mana he requires, as well as the fact that he provides, what was that? Void. Oh, you know what's interesting, guys? For some reason, the chat is not coming through on the YouTube channel. So that's why I wasn't even sure if I was live. But I have, I'm just going to have to keep it open on my phone. So, sorry, I did not even realize the chat was coming through. I thought everybody was just being quiet today. So, Gallagher, hello. George's, hello. Alex, Bernard. Yeah, so I'm trying to go live again, Yeah, so I'm trying to go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. With the holidays coming up, it's going to be a bit of a weird schedule. I'll try to go live again on Thursday, but I won't be free in the morning, and then I'm flying out in the evening. So I'll see if I have some time then. Alex, you said you had a pack you got to open, but we're out of potions on your secondary account. I have potions, so I moved the pack, opened it on the other account. That's a smart... Oh, you know what? I have these other accounts that I should probably make use of the potions of. It's been raining outside all day. You're going to be stuck in the house? Well, it's a good day to play Splinterlands then. I saw you on the Zen Sports tournament yesterday. I saw you too. Balsanga, right? Yep. Hey, from snowy Estonia, a soaker. Much love to Estonia. Thanks for coming through. Oh, I didn't pick my team. Shoot. Let's go with Scavo and... No! Oh my god. I hate this game. I hate this game sometimes, really. Look at my morning. Look at my morning. It's just all losses. All right, we're not going to open a pack until we win. Noel de Luna. Hello from Asia. Much love to Asia. What part of Asia? Asia is a big place. All right, so I'm just... That was so dumb. I can't believe I didn't submit my team. Just giving out free DEC like it's candy. Also, if I fail this one, I'm going to be off for an hour. If they won't let you do 3 in a row. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I don't want to go Jotun again. It's like not enough mana. But I guess we have to. What choice has the world given us? Oh, Lava Spider, you suck. I don't want you. This is part of the struggle that I'm having, is that I'm playing with a level 1 Jotun, and it's nice to actually have level 3, 4, 5 cards, right, that are eligible for silver. But I just don't want to pay the money for a level 2 Jotun. That's a lot to... Well, not when I say pay, not buy, but rent. I have a feeling he's going to play Jotun too, just because I saw it in his history. And Jotun, I really like Jotun for these Holy Protection or Divine Shield rule sets. Okay. I don't like my team at all. You know what? We're going to do this dude up front just in case they play Magic. We're going to do Scavo Firebolt. And then we're just going to hope that you know, nobody else tries to get us. It's a small ball game, so hopefully the blast damage will work. All right. Clemens, favorite CL combo right now? You know, I'm still learning the meta, Clemens. But we can go through some of the cards that some of the splinters that I really like. I'm trying to do videos on that as well. I posted the death one. See, called it. Played Jotun. Ruxud, hello. Cruise 3P, good morning. I have speed on him, so hopefully that will count for something. Yes. Nice. So one of the guys won't even be able to fire. That's going to be very clutch. Oh. Okay. Okay. This should be game. This should be game. Actually, I don't know. Oh, we got two of my guys. How annoying. Yep, we're dead. Oh. Oh my gosh, we're going to pull it off at the last second. All right, I'll take the win. I'll take the win. 5.6 DEC. So what would I be getting? I'd be getting a little over 10 if I had a respectable ECR, but I don't. Why? Because I can't stop playing this game. So I don't know the last time that my capture rate was above 50%. Okay, so we got some potions. We're just going to open 2 packs. I'm going to open one now and one later. Let's see what we have. Dramatic Jotun v. Jotun. What's going on, Eric? Yeah, Jotun v. Jotun is always tough. All right, no epics, no legendaries. We do have 2 rares. Oh, you know what? It really sucks opening only 1 pack at a time. Angelic Mandarin. All right. See, you know, I think there's this kind of there's this skewed perspective that people have where, you know, you see a lot of these YouTubers open 100 or 800 packs at a time, whatever it is. And they're just getting nonstop awesomeness. Well, this is as mediocre as it gets. I paid $4 for this pack, and there's no way that I earned the money back. So let's go and see. So again, just kind of goes with the thought process. Oh, I have some cards that are going to expire. We should probably take care of that, right? Which ones do I still want them? Almo. You know, I'm not using Almo as much as I used to. Chicken, definitely. And you know what? I don't use Lear Deep Swimmer as well. So why don't we save the DEC on that? If anything, I should really get a level 2 Lear Deep Swimmer. Okay, we'll go do some rental shopping. See how that feels. But I'm just not using Almo enough to... I know it's only 5 DEC a day. Whatever, screw it. We're going to do it. I'm just going to extend it for 2 days. Okay, and then I wanted to check my Explorer so we can see that pack opening. So here you go. My pack was barely over $1.50. It wasn't even half the value that I paid for the pack. So guys, what should your game plan be? Sniping cards off the market. That's the way to go. Look, sometimes you'll get lucky. Maybe if you open up enough packs, the value will be there. But yeah. Okay, so let's go back to Clemens. Were you the one asking me about combos, CL combos? Again, I mean, I'm still learning this stuff, and so I'll tell you kind of the decks that I've been playing. So I posted the video yesterday about Death, and I don't know why, but I really, really enjoy playing with Death. A big part of that is Magi Necrosi. Magi Necrosi combined with Thaddeus Brood gives you that -1. And usually, the people in the back line, they're not generally as super high health, right? So the -1 comes in very clutch, and then you're sniping them. So you're going underneath armor. He can't be touched because it's camouflage, so you keep him all the way in the back, or somewhere in the back line, and you know that he'll be able to continue getting that 2 damage every turn. Now I have mine leveled up for silver to level 3, and that increases to 3 damage, and his speed is always 4. So even from the get-go, I like using him at level 1. Not the cheapest card, but actually $3.80 is for an epic. That's not bad at all compared to some of the other epics out there. Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Harris. Good morning, Bosley. Hey man, I've been watching your new guides and they're very helpful. All right, well, hey, appreciate that, Bruce. I'm glad they're helpful. I'm learning this. I still consider myself newish at the game, especially compared to the OGs. But what I like about Chaos Legion and why I was so excited about it is that it kind of puts everybody on an even footing, even playing field from just a game meta perspective. And I guess from a financial perspective, right? Like these cards are obviously significantly cheaper than the older ones. So, it's a decent entry point. And I know everybody's waiting for general sale to ape into cards and level up. And I don't blame you. I don't think that that's necessarily a bad idea, but there's a decent amount of time between now and January, whatever date this ends up being. But 22 days. So that's 3 weeks. 3 weeks of games that you could be rolling with. So going back to your thought, Clemens, there's 3 decks that are really actually maybe there's 4. No, there's 3 decks that I really enjoy playing, I would say. That would be Water, Earth, and Death. I have a maxed out Tarsa for silver, but the issue is that whenever I play fire, since I'm renting Jotun, even level 1, I tend to go with Jotun. So water, I think the melee attacks for water are so legit. It's crazy. I mean, Demon Shark is an absolute unit. For 8 mana, I like him so much better than, well, maybe not so much better, but I like him a lot better than Serpent of Eld. I know Serpent, so they're about the same speed, but he can just take, Demon Shark can take more of a hit, more shield. His level 1 attack isn't as high, but, it's much cheaper to level him up. And I believe when you get to level 3, which is, I guess this would be for silver. So once you get to level 3, you get that third thing in there. But focusing solely on CL, so I love playing Demon Shark, Flying Squid as the Reach monster, and then Deep Lurker. And then I love the fact that Kelia is going to give them that +1 speed and additional armor, especially for these 2 guys who don't have any armor. And then part of the combos that I'm playing now is I will play, if it's a higher mana game, I'll play River Hellendale, which gives, see, here's the thing. So I'm playing in silver, and in silver at level 2, you get Inspire. So this gives all of your melee monsters a +1 attack. He also does Resurrect, which is useful in some instances. And then I like playing, and I only have a level 1 of this. I like playing Demented Shark, who's like 73 cents right now. And Demented Shark will usually just be somebody in the back. This game, he's perfect for whenever there's like melee mayhem or opportunity, because then he can attack from the back line. And so now all of a sudden, I'm giving my guys, and let's go here to the water team. So all of a sudden, Demon Shark is doing 5 damage. Deep Lurker is doing 6 damage per turn. Flying Squid is doing 5 damage. And then I also play the rewards card. Pellicar Bandit is doing 4 damage, right? So these guys are just flying all over the space. They're super fast because they're already fast as it is. I think the lowest speed here is Deep Lurker with 3. And with with Kelia, they're going to get that +1 speed. So they're all 4 and 5 speed. So they're moving very quickly. They have armor. They have a decent amount of hit points. So in that sense, I really, really enjoy playing. I really enjoy playing water. I haven't made my water video yet, or water, splinter video for my favorite cards, but that was kind of the preview for it. And I'm kind of holding off because I really want to get, like, my Kelia is only level 3, so she's not even close to maxed out for silver. So I'm not even able to play these guys fully maxed out for silver yet. But, we'll get there. All right, so let's see. Eric says, I feel like Sloan is broken when combined with Arbalest. I play the Life team a lot lately. Life is fun. So let's see. At level 1, what are the stats? Here's the thing with Arbalest, though. Arbalest is very slow and cannot take a hit. But yes, having that 3 damage or 6 damage total at level 1 is very clutch. And if you've ever played with Axemaster, you know how awesome it is to have that. But the issue is just too slow for me. But here's a cool combo that I have run a couple of times with General Sloan. One of my favorite cards, and I mentioned this in the video for the neutral cards, is this dude right here, Supply Runner. So he with Sloan is awesome because he's gonna get that +1 buff, right? That +1 archery damage. He's already a speed of 4, but then he gives everybody else that extra speed on your team, which, if you're looking at all of the ranged monsters on here, Prismologist, Pelacor Arbalist, I guess that's it, because I don't really use Portal Spinner, but I do use the rewards card, Venari Crystalsmith. Like, all of them are speeds 2 and 3. That's like average. You want them faster. So getting that extra speed is huge. So that's a combo that I'll run sometimes because, I like it. Plus, if you go with like a smaller tank or anti-magic tank, all of a sudden you give Pelacor Conjurer that 5th speed with flying could be very, very useful. All right, let's see here. Razor Games, hello. Glad you got this live. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Time Mage is another great one. So here's the thing though with Time Mage. So you get that slow ability at level 1. But at level 1, I believe they can only do 1 damage. And I don't know, that's okay. Obviously if you're able to play it higher. Oh, I don't even have what do I have mine at? I only have a level 3 Time Mage. Oh, speaking of which, let me put my money where my mouth is and lock my cards. So when you're able to play in silver, and hopefully you guys will all get to silver relatively soon if you're not yet. But if you're not, don't feel bad because it's been a grind this season, and I don't know. It's tough. Also to note, the Portal Spinner Scattershot does not target taunt. It's still random. Yeah, I like that they did that. That is really the only saving grace for Scattershot. Because for me, I don't use it. I think I spoke about it was it in yesterday's video or yesterday's stream or something? I don't know. I'm getting confused. There's just so much content putting out here. So I know that I talk about it, but I'll repeat it here. Sorry if you've heard it already, but Scattershot and the recharge ability, I just haven't been able to implement appropriately. I like using it for this dude, for Chaos Dragon, but that's because he's just super OP, and I really think if you're going to get Chaos Dragon, you need to get him to level 2, which would be silver eligible, because then that 3 blast damage and magic blast damage at that would be ideal. Okay, so I talked about water. I talked about death yesterday in that video that I posted. Not necessarily combos, but I like a lot of the death cards. Yeah, like I said, Magi Necrosi is one of my favorites. I love having any tank that has thorns. Granted, he's actually decently fast, a decent meat shield, and with an attack of 3. I am playing him at level 3, so this is for silver. But what I'm really going to like about him is in gold, he's going to get that self-heal ability. So hopefully you know, hopefully by the time modern format comes out, I think I'm happy in silver right now. I've realized that like the difference between getting six chests in gold 3 versus 4 chests in silver 1 is not worth the headache. That's why I'm just gonna hang in silver for now. And even though I have the power for gold, I will wait until the end of the season to get up there. But it's just like, most of the chests I open are not, I don't want to say garbage. It's like, it's nice to get free cards, but all these reward card commons are like 7 cents right now, or even like the rares and epics are like barely $1 or whatever the case is. Actually, I'm curious. These are all over $1. I mean, this is the time, guys. Like, it's funny. It's funny to see. Excuse me. It's funny to see the same. I mean, the same kind of like crypto mentality that everybody has when applying this. Obviously, it's a crypto and a blockchain game. But a month ago, everybody was complaining about card values too high. I can't wait for Chaos Legion. I can't whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then Chaos Legion launches, and within 2 weeks of its launch, like, the card prices drop dramatically, right? And we know why. There's 2 main reasons for me, at least the way that I look at it. The broader crypto market is just absolutely tanking. So you're seeing SPS fall. SPS doesn't have the utility that it did before. And the market is just being flooded with cards left and right. And so it's not like the amount of players increased exponentially over that time. So here's your dip. Here's the dip everybody's been asking for. And now everyone's just like, oh, the game's dying. I don't know if I want to buy into it. Well, I mean, you can't have it both ways. It's either like the cards retain their value and they're super expensive and everybody's just like, oh, this game's going to the moon, or it's just like, this is a dip that makes sense. So I'm not saying this is going to be the best entry price, but there's nothing wrong with using the dollar cost averaging strategy here to buy cards. So that's kind of what I'm doing every day. I'll take some of the airdrop SPS that I have, some of the staking rewards, whatever rental income and whatever DEC I win, and I put that back into cards. So that's what I was talking about in terms of like, I'm selling SPS because there's no value for SPS right now outside of the vouchers and whatever. I'm not selling the SPS that I have, but I am selling the free SPS that I'm getting, right? The one that's being given out like candy. How much are these guys? God, Venari Wavesmith. This actually makes me sad because I bought so many at the $2 range. I don't know if Venari Wavesmith makes me sad. Which one makes me more sad? Gino Shaughnessy. Oh my God, Gino Shaughnessy is $12. Oh, wow. I'm so down on that investment. Whatever. We got to stay in it for the long haul. I'm bad at timing the market. I'm bad at trading. There was a time when I could have, I bought all my Gin O'Shaughnessy's for $40. I could have sold them for 60, and I didn't. And now I'm down 75% on that. I'm down 75% on my SPS. So, also no portal spinners. Okay, let's read that. Collection power is cheap, almost $100, 100 CP per dollar. Thanks, Double Day, for doing the math on that. Yeah, this is not a bad time to level up decks, and I think it's only going to get better over the next couple of weeks as we get more and more cards open, or packs opened, and cards into the system. The fact that this is going so slow, 1.2 million, I do wonder if maybe there was just way too much hype, and this general sale, once it begins, will last like months because, everybody gets scared and nobody wants to buy, when the market is low, even though that's when it makes the most sense. I mean, even me here, I have been struggling the last couple of days because in order to rebalance my portfolio, I need to put a significant amount of money into SPS. But I'm human, and I have my fears of like, I don't want to sell my winners right now, right? I own some Luna and I own some Matic, which have both been kind of bucking the trend, and it's just like, technically, as a disciplined investor, I should sell some of those since they're overweighted and buy some more SPS. And even though I love this game, it's just like, I don't know, do I want to continue putting more money into SPS, or am I just happy with what I have? So Eric is saying, I never used Scattershot. I just got wrecked by him a couple times when I was using Taunt. Ah, well, yeah, it's actually that card isn't bad. Let's go back to it. Now that I think about it, because you're getting Portal Spinner, and granted, I have mine at level 4, which is max for silver. But even at level 3, or level 1, sorry, with General Sloan, you're doing 3 damage randomly across the board, so that's kind of nice. I'm going to have to implement it more. It's just, I'm so like particular in my strategy that adding a little bit of chaos, which is what this expansion is about, is just not, I don't know, it's not what I'm looking for. But I can't deny that 5 mana for 4 damage combined with General Sloan is bad. Because that 4 damage is going to be clutch no matter where it goes. Harris, I think buying cards is really the way to go if you do not have a decent deck yet. However, I really want to get the airdrop cards. Yoda and Llama, Kitty were airdrop cards. Thoughts? Spending about 800. Yeah, so look, you know, one of the videos that I've been wanting to make for a while is the fact that I think vouchers still have value, and therefore SPS still has value. I know I'm contradicting myself by saying that there is, you know, there's no utility, and that it's true. There's no additional utility to what we already know. But here's what's going to happen, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, right? This is not financial advice. This is not anything. This is just what I think will happen. Vouchers are at abysmal $2.74 right now. And I didn't think that this was going to happen until after the general sale began. But used the wrong contraction there. But I was hoping that between now and then they would, and by they I mean the team, would announce some other kind of utility for vouchers. So therefore we wouldn't see just this massive drop off, massive tanking in the voucher price as we have seen, right? Take a look at this chart. I mean, come on, this is nuts. They've only been out since October. It's just been straight downwards, right? So I was hoping that there would be I don't know. I was hoping that there would be some kind of utility. Now there's still 21 days until the general sale begins, and there's still plenty of time. But I don't think any of that stuff is going to be implemented. I think the team is just too swamped right now with preparing for modern format. It's the end of the year, so a lot of people are probably on holiday. Like, here's the thing: a lot of people are probably on vacation. It's a company. Like, these are jobs. So I don't think anything is going to happen, and it's fine. I'm not criticizing anybody, right? Like, this is the 2 weeks that the entire world takes off every year. But judging from the last AMA, where there wasn't much new information in terms of development, this upcoming AMA and the AMA next week, the last one of the year, right? So the day before Christmas, and then is that New Year's Eve or whatever? I don't think that there's going to be much. They might have some eye candy. They might have the airdrop card stats revealed. And this is the point that I was trying to make like 5 minutes ago. Here's what I think could potentially happen is that if those cards, which they have said most likely will be legendary, not legendary summoners, but legendary cards, turn out to be great or at least decent, I think voucher prices are going to shoot up then. So this could be a trade. I'm not making that trade because for me, I would rather buy as many packs as I can with vouchers. So a part of me has been buying some vouchers whenever they dip below the $3 mark. And now it seems like they're permanently here under the $3 mark. So, I just want to make sure that I'm guaranteed I'm guaranteed something. It was nice. You know, my goal with the pre-sale was to make sure that I was able to get, you know, enough Dr. Blights that I would be able to max him out. I guess I could or should have sold when they were like 250 because I got 12, right? So I bought enough to make sure that I would get 11 because 11 would be maxed for him. But I don't think with the amount that they're going to raise in terms of like guaranteed number of packs, number of packs to guarantee an airdrop card is going to rise dramatically. And I remember seeing something from the Untamed side that was saying like, you know, it was in the 400 or 500. So at this point, like I'm guaranteed one, based on the amount of packs that I bought. But I would like to buy more with packs. Sorry, I would like to buy more with vouchers now so that I'm guaranteed that, and then hopefully more in the future. But the reason that vouchers still have value for me is if these cards are legendary, they may not be the legendary summoners that everybody's waiting for, but they could still be valuable in two ways. One is in the game, they could be very powerful and dominant, and the less there are of them, the more valuable they are in that sense. And then the second sense is that if there are less in circulation compared to the others, to me, they're going to retain their value, right? There's going to be a lot more of them. Like, why are all of these cards so freaking cheap right now? It's because the market's being flooded with them. So what's interesting to see, and just to point this out for you guys, from day one, if you look at legendary cards, right, Dr. Blight, all of his 12,974 are in circulation already, whereas we are going to essentially 15x the number of other legendaries here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see, what is this, 3,000 times 15? I wouldn't be surprised if we see like 45 to 50,000 of these cards in circulation, right? Now compare that real quick to Untamed, and none of these are even over 3K, right? So there's going to be a ton of Chaos Legion cards coming out. Now, the thing is, all Dr. Blights came out right at the get-go, whereas these are going to be opened up over time. So he holds his value from a selling standpoint, but from a rental standpoint, the market's flooded, and you can see Dr. Blight's at the bottom going for pennies compared to everybody else. But when you want talking about buying, well, he's the scarcest one there is. All right, let's catch up on some stuff here. Harris, hopefully that was a good enough answer for you, but I think the airdrops and the legendary summoners are still going to be powerful, but you might have to snipe them unless you're planning to buy a ton in the general sale. And here's the thing, there's going to be so many of them too. Imagine if we actually if they hit the 6 million pack threshold for the buyout. Like, imagine if everything got sold out in the first day. Then airdrops 4 through 15, there's going to be so many of these cards because they're guaranteed for everybody who bought in, right? And everybody kind of fits within whatever the 24-hour time period that it is. So, again, that's what makes Dr. Blight and then whatever these next two airdrops a little bit more valuable, because they're going to be scarcer. And as long as they're decent cards, they don't have to be amazing, but as long as they're decent cards, yeah, I don't know. Could be something. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I want to call out. Everybody's like sleeping on them, and maybe they're right? Everybody's sleeping on these cards because they're like, oh, it's not going to be the legendary summoners, so whatever. And, you look at the legendary summoners here, and all these guys are pretty OP in their own way. They can win you matches single-handedly, to varying degrees, obviously. But here's where it gets interesting. It's just like, okay, so nobody cares about these next two airdrops, which are legendaries, most likely not summoners, which means they're monsters. Well, what if one of them is the next Kron? What if one of them is the next Phantom of the Abyss? Right? Or, I've seen people use Magnor very effectively. Like, that's kind of cool. I would love to have those, because these guys themselves can win games just based on how powerful they are. Even Cornelius, stupid Cornelius. Gosh, I can kill everybody else, and then I just can't do enough damage at the end of the game to kill this guy. He can just heal his way out of it. So, just something to think about. I'm not trying to create any kind of FOMO or hopium, but this is what I'm doing and why I still value vouchers, and I'm not selling them, even though, it wouldn't make sense for me to sell them at rock bottom prices. Actually, it would make sense for me to sell them, and I understand why people are doing it. Because it's like, I could take the vouchers that I have, and, when this was closer to $4, it's like, I could sell every single voucher, and then all of a sudden it's like, I can buy that amount of packs in the general sale. So I get it. Okay, sorry, I'm a little behind on chat, so let's see. Thoughts on selling gold summoners for $50 that I got from the CL pack presale? I mean, Jose, it's hard for me. I don't like selling cards. I don't know how else to say it. I don't like selling cards. To me, these are all like valuable long-term assets, and the fact that you can get some kind of rental income from them, it's not much, but like, look, I think I have a gold Kelia. Oh, I should rent mine out. You can get 5 DEC a day, which may not be much, right? But it's something. And it's also offering you collection power for the airdrop. And if you play with it and you need CP for a certain level. But again, I don't know what your financial situation is, and I'm not making any presumptions. Getting $50 right here to grab another, 12 packs or to grab other cards that make more sense. Sure. But I like gold cards I like gold cards because they offer me a ton of flexibility when it comes to collection power. At the end of a season, or during the season, I can rent them out. Actually, even at the end of the season, I can rent them out and probably turn a good profit just on that last day. Or I can keep them for my own deck if I want to try and try to get to gold 1, but playing in silver, and then on the last day, bring all that power back in. You know what I mean? So I don't sell cards. That's just my thought process. I'm not saying that it's right. In fact, I'm saying don't listen to random people on the internet. I don't do it. I've been burned before. Not burned. I have made dumb decisions before, like not selling the O'Shaughnessy's when I should have. But it just goes against my core thesis with the game, and that is the more you own, the better it'll be for you in the long run. Now, that isn't necessarily the case, or like that is essentially irrelevant if it's like I am going to, or you are, sorry, not me, but you are going to sell them and buy other things, then obviously you're still owning assets within the game. So I don't know. It's hard to, I hate like giving any kind of financial advice, and this is not financial advice, but I just don't sell them. And hopefully the reasons I gave you made sense for one way or another. O'Shaughnessy is 1250. I know O'Shaughnessy, that's just kind of sad for me. So Bruce is saying the player base could explode soon with the implementation of more aggressive marketing campaign that they have planned. There's a huge amount of growth still to come, in my opinion. I don't disagree. I think okay. So if we can just, hindsight is 2020, and if I can just apply my own perspective as somebody who's actually in the space, not like an influencer or anything, but just as somebody who is like you guys have experienced this and have been watching the market for all of 2021. I'm sorry, Siri, I wasn't talking to you. After Axie exploded over the summer, there was a huge influx of interest that came back into the space, or that came into the gaming space. But that also coincided with Bitcoin recovering from a low of 29K in July. I think that's when we bottomed out, right? All the way up to 47K at the end of August, right? And in the 40Ks in September. And that growth and explosion in interest, right, and therefore money, continued through October when Bitcoin hit its new all-time high, 68, 69, whatever it ended up being. And then the market corrected itself. And whenever the market corrects itself, we lose a lot of liquidity. Within Splinterland specifically, I think there was this idea like, oh, I'm not an SPS whale. I'm not going to get any vouchers. I'm going to just have to wait until the general sale. And guess what? For people who are in that position, and there's a ton of them, it's just like, oh, so I don't really care about this game, specifically Splinterlands. I don't care about this game until January, right? And we're talking about in October, right? Because it's just like the pre-sale is going to go on for 1 month, and then there was talk about this other voucher sale until the next, whatever. And even if you didn't know that it was going to be January, that was the reality. Back in October, all these new players who wanted to get in at decent prices, it's like, oh, or I wanted to buy packs without vouchers. Oh, well, I need to wait until January. So we're in this lull period now. And to go along with that, Bitcoin has dipped dramatically, another 30, 40%, whatever it is, from its all-time high. So there's been a ton of liquidity sucked out of the market. There's been a ton of interest, right? And speaking as an investor myself, it's just like I look at the Bitcoin price every day and I'm just like, where was the moon we were promised, right? Where was the face melting Q4 that we were promised? but it ended up just being super boring for us. And so now what's exciting is that Chaos Legion came out, and for the people who like this game and love this game for what it is, that's who's here right now. But as soon as the market begins to recover, as soon as whatever, and I should mention, and I don't want to get my video pulled or flagged or whatever, but obviously the health issues around the world with, a new thing happening, a new version of the thing we all despise, that happened, and that obviously spooked all the markets. But I think once things start to pick up again, that influx of players, that influx of money will come in. And actually, if you look at it right now, who's buying? It's smart money. It's big money, right? These are the people who are in the space, and they're coming in and spending literally hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars with aggroed or whatever, like buying up cards or starting guilds or whatever the case is, because it's like, oh, we know this space is going to grow. We know this space is going to go somewhere. And it doesn't matter if it's next month or next year or 2 years from now. This is the time to do it because everybody is distracted with the holidays and the market is down like crazy. But not financial advice. This is just how I look at how the last 6 months have played out. Double Day. I personally think the sell pressure of the airdrop. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. It's the airdrop and the investors. It's too much for the price to go up, but I guarantee that utility will increase more and more as we move into 2022. I agree, Double Day. I want to go over something real quick here, and that is the SPS price, because this is what really impressed me. All right, looking back, and this is what I should really hold on to in all of my hesitations right now to buy more SPS. But here was SPS, right? Launched in July, and just kind of was boring for the entire 2 months that followed, even though Bitcoin was making its move up, right? Bitcoin was in the 29K, so therefore the market was generally down. But Bitcoin is moving up in this time. And what is SPS doing? It's just being boring. Why? Because here is a period of time where SPS has no utility, right? It's newly released. Everybody's getting it for free because they own assets, and all these new Splinterlands millionaires are selling it because it's going to buy them a car, a house, or more cards or whatever the case is. So they're all selling it here, and you can see that sell pressure. What happens in September? Bitcoin takes a huge dip from the low 50s to the low 40s, but they announced that the first utility for SPS is going to be implemented, and that is going to be for the airdrop, or for the the guaranteed promo card, right? And for packs and all that stuff. They announced that mid-September, I believe. And here you see that parabolic rise while Bitcoin is at its low, right? So we bucked the trend here, and it reaches its fever pitch at the beginning of the pre-sale, which ended up being, I think, October 18th, right? So all this FOMO, everybody's trying to buy in. And I think what happened, and I've said this before, is that like a lot of the smaller players, and when I say smaller, just like the smaller like asset holders, they realized, oh, I'm not going to have enough to even get like the amount of vouchers or even one voucher. So here goes the sell-off, because people who are holding all this SPS that they bought here, they either want to cash out at a profit, or they're like, you know what? I'm going to re-diversify into the game by selling SPS, since I don't care about card vouchers or whatever, since I'm not going to get enough, and I'm going to buy cards. So we see the sell pressure here. And what do we see in the card values? And I'm just guessing here, but I would guarantee that we see the card values rise during this period here before Chaos Legion comes out. For these 2 months where we see all this sell pressure, we see the card values rise. And now we're in a point where it's being doubled up in that sense, right? Because now Chaos Legion comes out beginning of December. So now you have way more cards. And people who own even a decent amount of SPS that were staking it for the pre-sale, they're realizing, like even for myself, right? They're realizing that SPS isn't going to have that utility. Vouchers aren't going to have that utility for a while. So why not sell all that stuff right now and buy cards on the cheap? So there's your sell pressure there. I don't know. This is just 2020 hindsight analysis. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. That's just kind of how I view things. No idea what to do with my vouchers. So policies might just trade it off. They'll probably tank in price after January. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see like dollar vouchers. I will continue to hold them. I don't know why, but I just will. But to your point, I'm sorry, I know I'm way behind on chat, but I'm just trying to dig deeper into these thoughts. Whoops. Double day. I think that the utility's coming, right? So here's what the chart looks like right now. And as soon as more utility is talked about, we're going to see that rise again. Will it be to the same levels? Will we get back to $1? I don't know. I would not be surprised if we don't go parabolic, right? And when I say parabolic, all this like $10 talk of reaching Axie Infinity's market cap, I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't happen before SPS is fully diluted. So it's like 5 years from now, because before that, SPS is still going to be given out like candy, right? You can be able to win it from games. They're going to be giving it out in all different other kinds of ways. So, you know, are you willing to wait until 2025, 2026 for SPS to hit $1? Or sorry, not $1, but $10 or more? I don't know. Just something to think about. Wait, you have to open packs to get airdrops? No, just buying them is enough. Bosley. Gathering the magic. Good morning. How are you? So you get only a chance at the airdrop when you buy pack now. So yes, you have to. So I wasn't here for the Untamed parts, but I do believe that after the cards are airdrop, right? So there's going to be a guaranteed amount for people who buy X amount of packs, right, with vouchers, or actually X amount of packs even in the general sale. So you're going to get a guaranteed amount, but then they will also apparently be made available in packs as like a potential pull. But, you know, I think then they just join the pool of other legendary cards or epic cards, whatever, that, you know, you have the chance of getting. So gathering the magic agrees with me. Yep, don't sell, always rent out. I don't know. That's what my thought is. And here's the thing, like even though all my O'Shaughnessy's absolutely tanked in value, you know, and when I say value, not just value of the card, but also in rental value, I'm just gonna hang on for now. Richard, what's going on? Would you buy land now or wait to see if the crypto market potentially drops? I would love to buy land. I just don't have the money for it now. It's expensive. I have one plot, which I bought back in October for 500. So I'm glad I got it then. Let's see how much are plots going for now. Oh, that actually 536 today. 543. That's close enough. I don't know, man. I want to own everything, right? I want to have an empire within Splinterlands. To me, it's like this is a future metaverse, and I would love to own as many assets as possible within it. But yeah, I don't know what I would sell right now, and I don't have any liquid capital that I can just throw into this game. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, is it a bad time to buy land? No, I don't think so. You know that they're going to work on it. But is the market going to dip? I don't know. I can't time the market. If anything, I'm just frustrated with the fact that we didn't moon in Q4. But that was me. That was me being stupid and listening to a bunch of YouTubers, which is why I tell you, don't listen to me. Because I'll tell you, everybody here, and all due respect to every other influencer in the space, or every other YouTuber in the space, not just Splinterlands, but crypto, but actually even within Splinterlands, like I love everybody, right? I love all the people who are putting out content. So this is no hate, but all due respect, they don't know what they're talking about, and neither do I. And you guys need to just keep that in mind, right? Like this channel, I try to put stuff out. I try not to shill so much hopium, and I try not to be too bearish either, but I just try to share my perspective, and I appreciate and very much, respect the discussion that we can have. But what I'm trying to be very cognizant of is I don't ever want to be the reason that somebody does something and gets wrecked, you know? So Like, everybody puts it as a disclaimer, like not financial advice, but like I'm telling you, don't listen to me. Like, let's have a conversation, but my opinion means nothing. So just like, my opinion is just my opinion. I'm literally just some random dude. I am a musician who started getting into crypto because I couldn't tour anymore, right? So like, do with that information what you want, but definitely don't ascribe any kind of like pedestal to me. My opinion is just that. It's my opinion, and it's not any more valid than yours. Yeah, I try to do the research and I try to look into things, and I've been in the crypto space for, since 2017. So you start to see trends and see things, and I just try to call that out. But, with where the market is going, I have no clue. With where Splinterlands is going, I have no clue. What I can tell you is that I really like the team. I really like the game. And I think long-term holding hard-capped assets is a way to go. Is all of my money in Splinterlands? Nope. Most of my money's in Bitcoin, right? But I can't play with my Bitcoin and earn more Bitcoin the way that I can with Splinterlands. So that's why I like Splinterlands, and now it's become just like a part of my life with all the content creation and things like that. So, all right. Yes, in my opinion, they should randomly just drop it to you. Paul, I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, you don't want them to open it in packs? All right. So Richard, would you buy land now? Okay, talked about that. So Paul saying bad idea to hold DEC long term. Opinion, I see it possibly going right down to its intended peg. Yeah. So okay, let's do a little speculation here, right? And again, I don't know what I'm talking about, but we'll speculate together on DEC. If you know me, you and have been following this channel for a while, you know that I've been bearish on DEC because you are going to be fighting an uphill battle. The algorithm is always going to be pushing the price back to the soft peg of, $0.001 or, 1/10 of a penny. And right now we are up, 5x from that. We were up 15x of that at one point. Yeah, there's DEC, right? So it could still drop another 80% from here. And that would be normal. That would be normal. Now, here's my thought process from the last AMA, and I alluded, or town hall, I alluded to this in like the 5 biggest takeaways. It's interesting to hear the team talk about DEC and ascribing either burns or value to it in some other way. To be honest with you, that kind of bothers me. It bothers me because they released SPS to be the value token, right? They released SPS to be the utility, governance, whatever. Like DEC is just supposed to be the currency and rewards that people win. But here's the issue. If the value of DEC goes back to its peg, only 1 million are printed a day at that value. And at that value, with 1 million being printed a day, you now have only $1,000 in... you only have $1,000 in rewards money being split across 500,000 players. Like it was fine 6 months ago when $1,000 a day was being split amongst 8,000 players. But now you have 500,000 players, right? And the airdrop pushed the value of DEC up 15x. So here, let me do some quick math with everyone here because you know me, I love math. So there's $1,000 being split across 1,500 or 500,000 players. Now, at its peak, right, when we were 15x, that meant that DEC was being issued proportionally to that. So when we were at 1.5 cents, so 15x above the peg, 15 million DEC was being released every single day. You multiply that by the value of DEC, so 0.015. In October, or whenever it was that DEC was up, there was $225,000 in rewards being given out every day. So what happens when DEC goes back to its peg and we go from $225,000 being given out in rewards every single day to 1,000, right? And that's kind of what I feel like is happening now. Like we're feeling that crunch. It's not as profitable to play for the people who are coming in. So this is a big problem for me, right? This is a big red flag for me, and I'm just trying to be very honest with you guys. Now, I think the team is very well aware of this, and the fact that they were talking about this in the last town hall and talking about trying to find some value for DEC because it's a soft peg, right? So it doesn't need to be down there. And if they can provide more value to it, then the price will stay up, right? So where we're at right now is we're up 5x from the peg, meaning that there's 5 million DEC being issued every day times the 0.005, we'll just call it. So we're down $225,000 a day in rewards being distributed, right? So the amount of DEC being printed, we're down from 225,000 to 25,000. So there's just less money being given out with DEC. And as the value goes further and further down, I mean, if this thing were to go below its peg, that would be a real problem. So, yeah, I don't know. This is a real problem for me. And I think, to me, the fact that that wasn't scalable for the game is the entire reason that they released a brand new token, which is SPS, right? And the fact that in the future, one of the game plans for them, or one of the roadmap plans for them, is to release or offer SPS as a ranked battle reward. You know, tinfoil hat on. I think DEC is essentially going to become irrelevant and maybe even removed from the game at some point if SPS, once it has all its utility and whatever, makes sense, right? Because right now, if you win one SPS from a game, that's not bad. But if you win 0.001 SPS from a game, that's nothing, right? But if SPS goes to $10, then it becomes something, right? And SPS is only going to go to $10 if there's utility and people want it and are staking it, whatever the case is. So I think I made a video for that a while back. I never got any kind of answer from it. But I don't know. That's what does make me worry about DEC quite a bit, and really the reward system for the game overall. Okay, so you mentioning that SPS falling at card prices increasing October, November is interesting. That seems to be exactly what happened, and I didn't even realize it. D-Tough, yeah. So was I right? It seemed like there was this crescendo in card prices in October and November, and part of that too was the fact that we saw the bronze nerfs, which means the market was no longer being flooded with the cards from the bots. So we since there was more of a restriction of supply in the rewards cards, you saw the value of those start to go up as people were buying those as the cheapest available cards. Double Day, don't worry about your Shaunus. It'll eventually be $100 card. Hopefully. I mean, yeah. Right now, so here's the thing. Right now, it's 500 airdrop points, so it gets me at least something in terms of the daily airdrops. So I don't mind it for that sense, or in that sense. I'm renting mine out for like nothing, like a couple of DEC a day, whereas I used to be able to rent them for 15, 20 DEC a day. So it's like the amount of DEC that I can rent them for came down, and the value of the DEC that I'm getting came down. So it's a double whammy in a sense. And we're seeing that across the board with all of the assets. So, you know, this is a moment of truth for a lot of people who are playing and a lot of people who are invested. It's like, how much conviction do you have? There are people who have been here for 3 years, and I think if you ever want to see the biggest amount of hopium and confidence, just go hang out on the Mav chat or the Mav channel. I mean, these guys have been around for a while, and they've seen their things like do 10, 100x, whatever the case is. And they know that the team is all about generating value to people who hold assets in the game. So I'm obviously not going to sell, and I'm at a point now where it's like, do I buy more because the market is down? But yeah. Now, what was interesting, and I don't mean to be all fuddy, but what was interesting is to see the frustration spilling over into the Mav chat, right? There was a thread I was following, or a conversation I was following, where somebody was just talking about like, this sucks, and like, you know, SPS value is down and blah, blah, and all this. And to me, I'm looking at that, I'm just like, this must be a new Mav. And I think they were. It's like somebody who's like not been around for a while that understands that, you know, everything goes in cycles. But it was interesting to see that there, because most of the time the Mavs are very long-term in their thinking, but obviously with new players who had money just kind of buy their way into the Mav channel recently, you know, you're getting some of that new blood and new perspective and frustration and all that in the Mav chat, which I thought was interesting. So Razor, honesty is a good thing. You give us your insights. We do with the information what we want. People need to take responsibility for their actions. Razor, thank you for saying that. That doesn't get said enough. And I respect the fact that you hold that. I think everybody should. Like, I mean, again, not just me, not just Splinterlands YouTubers, but like literally every YouTuber out there. Like there's so much merit to the do your own research saying. Chad, you get 4. Oh, you typed the number 4. How much do you get for 4 land plots? Well, you get 10,000 airdrop points for every land plot. So if you have 4 land plots, you have you should have 40,000. Double day. I just leveled up my Chimera Princess to level 4. Got it heal. Damn, Double day. Look at you getting in. How much did that cost you? I don't even want to bother with Untamed cards. But here's the thing. I know that I'm still going to get whooped by Untamed in modern format. So this is why I'm hoping that the legendary summoners come out before that, because I'll be able to invest in those. 650, so to get this to level 4 for silver. 25. Oh man, that's too much for me. That's like $150. Yeah. But good for you, man. I'm happy. Happy for you, because Albatross and Chimera Princess are the only tank healers in. Well, actually no, but they're very versatile tank healers. A lot less mana cost. Chad, well, so how long before you can go to a plot of land to play some sort of minigame developed by the owner? Chad, the fact that land isn't even out yet, and I don't think land will be out until mid to late next year. I would probably say we're years away from that. Harris, I think one of the reasons DEC is falling in price is because people are purchasing more credits, using credits to buy. Rent increases the DEC count in the game. 100 USD credits is 17k DEC added in game. Yeah, well, look, I mean, every single day, more Chaos Legion card packs are sold, or packs are opened, and the amount of airdrop points is increasing like exponentially, right? So therefore, the amount of DEC that you need to be holding needs to be in proportion to the amount of new airdrop points that are increasing every day, right? So when I started, we were at about 7 billion airdrop points, I think, and now we're like close to 10 billion. So that to me is almost like a 50% gain. So if you didn't double your DEC holdings from, August to now, or September to now, you're getting way less SPS, and it's just going to continue at that rate because airdrop points are getting fully diluted. Not fully diluted. They're just getting diluted. All right, let me hop into a game here. Okay, no legendaries. They like to play Mylar, and I think the only thing I can do against Mylar, unfortunately, is... Actually, you know what? We're going to try something sneaky here. Oh, shoot. I don't have... we're going to try something fun here. I don't always want to play Yoden. Oh, no. Never mind. I don't think I can. Oh, you know what? Screw it. We're going to do this guy. I want to throw you into the mix. And then my favorite. I told you, I love Magi Necrosia. I wasn't kidding around. I think it's important to go after their back line. So we're going to do double snipe here. Let's throw you into the mix. And then... let's give this a try. I'm assuming they're going to play Mylar. So I'm trying to not do any melee damage or the minimum amount. Oh, so we were right. And I saw healers in the back line that they were playing. So if we can take out... they put them all the way in the back. Oh, but we're going to be able to take out some of these snipers. Damn, look at this, man. They got... Man, when you fight people with like gold leveled up max out cards, that's just frustrating. Well, they took out my guy real quick. Okay. But now, oh, this is super clutch. So the only person who can do... No. Oh, no. Okay, well, we got rid of the healer, but we're dead. Damn. That sucked. Hold on, let's catch up on some chat here. So I think one of the reasons EC is falling in price. Okay, chat about that. Average BCX around $6 to $7. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not bad for Untamed overall. So Paul C saying, but SPS has lost a lot more value than mainstream alts. So some holders got wrecked hard and can't sell at such a huge loss. And CL pack sales seem to have slowed down as a result. So here's the thing, right? Like, if you're holding SPS, if you bought SPS at the top and you're holding SPS, you're still getting vouchers, right? And even though vouchers have declined in value, you can still keep your exposure to SPS by not selling while selling the vouchers. And I don't know, maybe you're not getting enough vouchers where it makes sense, but at least you can get some kind of tangible return out of that, right? Like, if I don't want to sell my SPS, I'm getting a couple of vouchers a day, whatever the case is, and I can just sell that to maybe actually this is the time when you sell vouchers and buy back into SPS, right? If you don't really care about vouchers, but you know that SPS is down, and there's an opportunity here to buy in at, you know, a much better price. All right, so Yoden doesn't make any sense right now. Actually, he does. But you know what we're gonna do? Because there is no ranged attack, and they can't play Mylar, I'm assuming that we're gonna see some magic. So I want to play Dragon, but see how this doesn't make sense? I like Quicks, kind of, but not enough. Okay, so we're gonna go very heavy here, because we got a ton of mana that we can work with. Deep Lurker, and then what I want to put in is him. So now all of a sudden these guys are doing a ton of damage around. And then do we put Chaos Dragon for fun? Do we put Wavesmith to get a little additional protection? I actually think I'm playing this wrong. They could go very heavy on magic damage, and I'm really not prepared for it. So you know what? Let's just go Oshawnis. Damn it, Oshawnis is gonna be a third in the mix. And then I guess if we're doing that, follow you, I follow what your heart follows. I don't know if I want to do Oshawnis or Blight. I think we're going to go with... Sorry, not Oshawnis. Wavesmith or Blight. See, here's my thing, right? This is offense versus defense. She's going to offer that. You know what? We're gonna play defense. I hate playing defense. I like playing offense, but if they go heavy on the magic attack, which they didn't... Actually, I don't know, but it's -1 melee. Okay. I think we had the ability to overpower them. Magic here. I don't have any heals, but I think we're significantly faster. Boom. Boom. Yeah, I think we got this. Well, we just lost. Oh, even better. Oh, no. How did you miss, dude? Oh, they're flying. Okay, that's fair. Okay, I guess I was worried for nothing. That was kind of brutal. All right, well. See, Quicks wasn't ideal for that, but the speed helped. It would have been better to have... Actually, no, whatever. We won, so I'm not going to complain. We won, actually, rather convincingly. Mitchell, I agree. Quicks is kind of meh. I think I talked about this. I don't know where I've talked about this, but at the risk of boring you guys by repeating myself. Like I like buffs rather than debuffs. So General Sloan with the +1 here, +1 for Calio, because you know what you're playing and can therefore synergize with it. Whereas or even like Tarsa, right, +1. Whereas like with negative or debuffs, like Thaddeus Brood and Quicks, like I literally played this card even though there was no ranged attackers allowed, right? But I needed to get dragon access, and especially like higher level dragon access. Now, I guess the one thing that bucks this trend is I really love playing with Thaddeus Brood. So I don't even care if they're doing the -1. If they don't play any magic monsters, it doesn't matter to me. Because the -1 health combined with all the monsters that I like playing with death are a lot of fun. So I guess that's, you know, what I could and probably should do is, well, see, here's the thing. Magic, or not magic, but death, if you look at death summoners, it's all... Wait, why am I... Oh, whoops. If you look at death summoners, it's all debuffs, right? That's all that death does. Look at this. -1 across the board. -1. Void is actually clutch, but you know, it's a -1 there. -1 for Zintar, -1 for Contessa, -1 magic here. Ouster. So here's the thing, right? With all of these, you are taking a guess on what the opponent is going to play. There's no synergizing with the cards that you have. Now, that doesn't mean that death isn't fun to play with, or that I don't like playing with death. I actually really do now. But you know, if you play Ouster and they're playing an all melee team, yeah, he's kind of useless. Same with Contessa, right? So, and Zintar. Now, what I like about Thaddeus over the others is that even if there's not a magic opponent, that -1 health still gets you something, right? And the cards are just fun to play with, and he's the cheapest right now. Actually, Contessa's about the same price. Check this out. So our Untamed... So these are all the modern format summoners. I cannot believe how low Contessa is. I did not think we'd see any of these summoners below the price of CL cards. Now, once general sale starts, I think that's going to drive the prices of these down further, the Chaos Legion summoners. But damn, yeah, prices down across the board. But there's really no other summoners that I like. I mean, Contessa could be cool. Actually, Contessa makes a nice death counter for General Sloan. Probably the worst. All right, so Mitchell, you're saying Quicks is the worst legendary summoner. The fact that he's dragon is his main thing. Well, yes. So here's the thing, right? If you're looking at dragon summoners, he's like in the same league as Camila, if you think about it. But here's why I like him better, is even though he's 1 more mana, at least you're getting a speed out of it, right? Because like I liked Camila, but it's like, again, if you're playing against heavy magic decks or heavy range decks, like she's great because she's legendary, but that debuff is not going to help you as much. So with Quicks, at least you're getting the speed advantage. And obviously nothing really beats Kitty. Oh, what I would give for a Kitty. 3 to get to level 2. Ugh, it's just too much. It's just too much. I can't afford all this stuff. I get more long losing streaks than Chaos Legion Arrow so far, but my win rate is somehow still similar as before. I think it's not just me. I've read this around, but it seems like the competition is a lot more fierce with Chaos Legion out. I think there's a lot more leveled up decks, especially in Silver, because all these people who are waiting to get cards and playing in Silver before with, you know, just bronze level cards or starter deck cards, now they've put some money into it and they have some cards that are leveled up. So even in bronze, so bronze and silver, I can see the competition being a lot more stiff. So Mitchell, even if you compare him to the other debuff legendary summoners, he's not great. Quicks. Well, he costs less than the other legendary summoners, right? So if we just look at legendary summoners across the board, you're going to get him for 4 mana, which could be very valuable in could be very valuable in Little League games. Now, the only thing is there are very few dragons available for Little League in the modern format. In fact, is there only... Wait, we're missing... Oh, it's a rewards card. So you only have this dude, Dragon Spirit, and then... Oh, never mind. You do get Naga Assassin and Twilight Basilisk. So that could be clutch. Again, just modern format. Camila is cheaper mana, even. Cryptmancer is more debuffs, but that is more relevant. Yeah, Summoner is way too cheap. Grab them now. Gathering the Magic, I won't say you're wrong. I don't know if they're going to... They might get cheaper. But, you know, it's definitely not a... It's not a bad time to just dip your feet, right? Like, if you've been waiting, this is the cheapest summoners have been in a while, right? Like, even... Like, think about Jotun. Imagine the person who bought Jotun at $1,000. Like, they're down almost 30%. Now, granted, Jotun's going to win you a ton of games, so hopefully you should be able to make it back. But, you know, it's across the board. The exception is Mylar. Now, Mylar was over $50, even $60 at a time. So Mylar's down 30% as well, 33%. I only use 3 mana summoners and low mana rule sets. It allows me to squeeze in another unit. Oh, exception is Mylar. Okay. Oh, that's what you meant the exception is. Yeah. The thing is though, like all of my 3 mana summoners outside of Mylar, I don't own them, so they're all starter deck cards, meaning that I cannot play leveled up cards with them. So I tend to avoid them, which, you know, isn't the best, but at least I can play leveled up. Gather the Magic. Can't time the bottom, so get them when they are down. Agreed. Agreed. Again, I think that this is a great entry point. Now, am I telling people to ape in? No. Absolutely not, actually. I would say that if you just look at market forces and market dynamics, I think we will continue to see downward sell pressure as more and more packs are opened, especially once the general sale starts. But is it a terrible time? Like, you know, again, are summoners going to drop to $1 each? That would be crazy. That'd be a little too extreme for me. I don't know. If you're banking on that and you hold out and you're right and you get your summoners for literally, you know, a small percentage of what everybody else is paying for them, good for you. But, you know, you never know when the bottom's going to be, and you never know if they're going to go that low. Jotun was 1,300. We'll see. Oh, wow. So, wow. Jotun's almost 50% off from his all-time high. That's crazy. I was upset I sold Mylar, but happy I did now. You got Jin O'Shaughnessy's for 11.55. I think I got the bottom. I don't know, man. Jin O'Shaughnessy's. Let's see. There's still plenty of Jin O'Shaughnessy's to be distributed. Oh, it's 10:30 already? How long have I been live? Oh, hour and a half. I always have fun with you guys. It's time just flies. So let's see. Rewards cards in print. So we are not even at 20% of Jin O'Shaughnessy's. I can see his price being down for a very long time. Now, I can see his price rising if the legendary water summoner offers any kind of magic buff. You know, similar to like a Valnamor or an Ulrich, which I think they gotta have something in there. The fact that these guys will no longer be available and magic is such a big part of water decks, I feel like that will push the value up. Not from a market supply and demand, but it's just the fact that like, oh, all of a sudden now I can play him with a summoner where he's going to be able to do 3 damage at level 1, you know, and you're going to get that ever so valuable magic spam back on the water team. Because magic spam is fun on the earth team, but they're not as good at it. The water team has way too many better monsters for magic spamming, in my humble opinion. I mean, outside of Kron, right? It's nice to have a self-healing 4 damage dealing tank, not tank, but just unit in pairing him up with Obsidian. Man, how much is Kron going for on the rental market right now? 80 DEC. Oh, that's for level 4. Man, 45 DEC a day. Like, I don't want to get a llama, but renting Kron to play with Obsidian could be fun. But also, Kron is at his lowest right now that I've seen in a while. I haven't seen him come below 300. So that could be interesting. Hopefully the cards keep coming down in value. I wouldn't mind if we have a boring market for another month or two. I know it's not what everybody wants. And honestly, look, it's one of those things where, like, I could go either way with it. Because, like, sure, I would love to see all my investments moon. But if I don't, that's fine too. Like, I think that this is a good time to just keep converting DEC airdrops and all this stuff back into cards. So can you show the chart again? Yes. Sorry if I went through it so quickly. But yeah, we're, you know, only the commons are at almost 20%. Everything else is well below. Alex Bernard, I want to buy a Kron, but I'm not in silver, so may not need him. Well, Kron is still going to be very dominant in bronze. Looks like even Ulrich is down a little. Yeah, Ulrich definitely spiked at the end or at the beginning of CL because people realize he's no longer in the deck or in the starter deck. So, but yeah, I can see everything in the market cooling off a little bit. Paul C, do you think they will inevitably print common cards with the phase ability? Magic is still borderline polarizing. What do you mean by polarizing? Do you think they'll ever print common cards with the phase ability? They might, but I think phase is incredibly valuable. Well, I think they do have common cards. Alex, do you mind if I go away from this? This is just splintercards.com. They do have common cards, I believe, with phase, but they're not available at level 1. I don't know that you're ever going to get that at level 1. Oh, whoops. Let's go to abilities real quick. Phase. There we go. So here are all your common cards. So Nightmare has it. Chaos Agent has it. Oh, Pelacor Conjurer has it too. So there are common cards here, but this is max level. This is gold level for Nightmare. And Chaos Agent, that's for gold level too. Pelacor Conjurer, Nightmare, Chaos Agent, all get phase. Thanks, Mitchell. Yeah, I love this website. Whoever put Splinter Cards together is awesome. Splinter Cards is a free project by T-Hoax. You can support this site by helping me to report errors, even small donations. Oh, nice. We can send them some HBD, Hive, or DEC. Cool. I will do that because I use this a lot. I'll send some DEC. Chaos Agent all get phase. One thing I think everyone should buy is a level 1 monster in red deck that has immunity. Oh, I love that card. Very, very popular for the poison rule sets. The Forgotten one. This guy right here. Immunity at level 1 is very clutch. And you get him for under $5 right now at level 1. Yeah. Oh, so many good cards. Don't know what to do. All right, let's hop into another fight here, shall we? This seems that they really like to play life. So this feels like a... Oh, no healing, though. Interesting. I'm playing Jotun. Now, if they go magic, I like having my big boy for that. Tusk the Wide. Boom. Boom, boom. Three. Sure, let's go with the spider. All right. Let's catch up. By polarizing, I meant that in Untamed Era, you pretty much had to run anti-magic to beat magic, but it's not as bad now in the CL era. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, there's a lot more flexibility with CL. So here's the thing: magic spamming by water is so overpowering because those monsters are so good. Right now, I get demolished by a mix of Oceanus, Ruler of the Seas, and Phantom of the Abyss. I mean, like a team that has those 3 legendary monsters with an Ulrich, like it's just, I'm done. There's literally nothing I can do. They all attack first. They do blast damage. They do a decent amount of magic damage. And, you know, unless I'm playing something to counter them, I can't even hit them is the problem. They'll usually throw, what's his name in? Man, now I really want a Phantom of the Abyss. Ruler of the Seas you won't be able to play in modern format, but Phantom of the Abyss you can. And even at level 1, that thing is a beast. Sorry, did I miss a message here? Oh, do you concentrate? Oh, so gathering the magic. Do you concentrate on leveling commons, rares first, or your summoners? I kind of do them together at the same time. So it was weird with opening packs. Because it's just like I got a bunch of stuff at one time and then I just leveled up whatever I had. But now my focus is on getting summoners to level. So I guess it's summoners first, then monsters. But it's like, but here's the thing, right? So because I have, if it's a neutral card, or since I have a maxed out dragon card, dragon summoner for silver, I will make sure that if I have the cards available, right, or if I can get them and they're cheap, like especially some of these common cards, it's like I might as well max out for silver these cards because I might play them with quicks, even if like the Splinter Summoner I don't have leveled up, if that makes sense. Wow, so they did not play any magic. That sucks. But we're really going to hopefully take out that back line. Ah, we didn't take anybody out. Now they go. Cool. That was an interesting move by them. I feel like that was an interesting strategy and it could have potentially worked, but they had monsters up here that weren't doing anything. I mean, at the end of the day, Jotun is broken, so that's always going to be tough no matter what. But they had like a full turn to like take out my front line, and maybe Tusk the Wide is just too wide for them. Okay. Levels, commons. Oh, level common rares first, or concentrate on summoners? Summoners first, then commons and rares, and then eventually I'll get to epics and legendaries. So let's actually see where I'm at right now. So for example, right, on my fire team, I have... So I have a maxed Tarsa for silver. All of my rares are at level 4. And all of my commons are not at level 5 where they should be. So like, for example, I need more lava spiders. I think I need 12, right? So I need 12 lava spiders. There's 16 cents right now. So if I have like some extra DEC or I win a couple games in a row, whatever the case is, I will consider going in and, you know, buying some more of these lava spiders just to get him up to level 5. Right now, the focus is obviously to get everybody up to maxed for silver. Oh, whoops, wrong one. So at the moment, I only have Thaddeus Brood and Tars. Oh no, I actually so General Sloan. I bought a couple of her to get to level 4. Obsidian is the next one that I'll probably work on. I think I need 6 more, seven more cards, and she's the most expensive. That's what bothers me right now. So part of me is like, should I just wait and hold off? But because I have a death team that is, or death summoner that is max for silver, I want to make sure that I get all these guys up. Now, I'm focusing on the cards that I play the most, right? So Silent Shavi and Riftwing were 2 that I really wanted to make sure I had available or maxed out for that. Magi Necrosi, even though he's epic, I wanted to get him to the highest level that I could play him, especially because that level 3 offered that 3rd magic damage, which is clutch. I need to get Cursed Wind Deku because I think he's a great tank. I need 1 more Cursed Wind Deku, so I'll probably end up grabbing him today at some point. But yeah, I need to work on these. It's like it's I mean, I just don't have enough money, which is the problem everybody has, right? It's just like, where do you spend it? So, you know, I'll get them up there eventually. Right now, I'm winning a decent amount of games with the cards that I do have and the levels that they're at, so I won't complain. Anti-magic is just so good. I've won games where I can't get a single hit only because of reflect. Yep. Pellicor Conjurer is fantastic for that. Regal Periton is so fast in this game. Speed matters so much. She dodges everything. What deck would you level up first? Okay, so I think I made a video about it a while back, but in that video, I said that I was going to level up Obsidian and Thaddeus Brood. Now, what actually ended up happening is I didn't get enough Obsidians in my packs to get all the way maxed out, and the price of Obsidian was higher because everybody loves magic spam. So I haven't focused on Obsidian as much, whereas I was a lot closer with Thaddeus Brood and Tarsa, and then more recently General Sloan, to getting maxed for silver. So I started getting, buying summoners because they were cheaper than Obsidian. So now that I've maxed out those 3, the choice is, do I go for Kelia because I actually play water quite a bit, or do I suck it up and go for Obsidian? And I know it's like $1 difference, but I'm not putting any more money into this game, or I'm trying not to. I'm trying to just take whatever I win, whatever rental income, and whatever airdrop and staking rewards I get, and put that back into cards or rediversify into cards. So it's not like, I'm not busting out a credit card and like, okay, whatever, I'll just buy like $50 worth of cards today, which is probably how much I would need for Obsidian. What do I need? 7 cards. 7 times 6 or 7 times 7 is going to be $50 to get a maxed Obsidian from where I'm at now. But, I'll play the slow game. I'll get them there eventually. They don't need to be maxed now. I'd say the games that I lose in like tournaments, for example, where I'm playing against other maxed out decks, I don't lose because my cards aren't fully maxed out. I lose because I'm still learning how to play the game well. Okay. Okay, so here's a situation with flying and snipe. I love playing death because this makes everybody a little bit weaker, right? So, for example, if somebody is hoping that they'll be able to get 2 turns out of a monster because they have 3 health, that -1 is so clutch. Now, everybody gets snipe, which is awesome. So I'm going to throw you in the mix just because 3 snipe damage is always going to be fantastic. My other snipe monster is going to be Jin Moirat because I want somebody who can take a hit both from magic and from that. And then I want to throw in Riftwing is my... Oh man, I'm running out. You know what? That's fine. We're going to throw Zenith Monk up front. So Riftwing is going to be our... what is that called? Actually, you know what? Riftwing is going to be our ace in the hole. So hopefully, with Scavenge and Flying, And backfire, if needed later, will be in a decent spot. So I'm just going to hold them in the back. All right, so I picked right in terms of -1. I didn't even care about that, remember? Oh my gosh, we're playing some serious flying monsters. None of them have self-heal, which I suppose is good. We should be able to take out... Oh, we should be able to take out Diamond Dragon first turn. That could be very clutch. Wow. Okay. Now are we going to be able to do enough damage? I think so. Yes. Wow. Guys, gotta love the death team. Gotta love the death team. Look at that. We just took out a bunch of dragons. I am a fan. It's so enticing to hit advance, but we're gonna hold off. So Regal Periton, I like Regal Periton, especially at the higher levels. I think it's a rare card, right? So I don't even have a level 4, but yes, a level 4, 6 speed, flying, and 2 magic damage plus a third if you play with Obsidian. Definitely a great card. What deck would you level up first? Oh, okay. So I think I talked about that. Right now, if I was just starting from scratch and I had nothing, I'm going to answer this as hypothetically as I can for you because that's all it is. I really like Death. As you can see, I really enjoy playing Death. The cards aren't that pricey, I would say. So actually, let's take a look. So as you can see here, the death legendary monsters towards the bottom, so that's pretty good. There's a good synergy here, right? So let's actually take a look at something. The synergy between and actually maybe let me go here. Oh nope, never mind, because I don't have an Ifrit Rising. Like, fire is cool, but look at the legendary monster for fire. He does magic damage and has no like synergy with Tarsa. Same with the epic, right? Jin Inferni, and I love Jin Inferni, but playing him with Tarsa just like there's no added benefit there outside of the +1 health. So, you know, and you're not going to have synergies all around the board, right? Because the other monsters I think are fantastic for it, like Tenyi Striker and Radiated Root. But you know, the big fish here are not I don't know, they just don't make as much sense. Now, Kelia on the water team, there's so much synergy here. So water and earth are water and death are probably my favorites to play right now. I want to play more earth, but it's just they're too slow for me sometimes. But the fact that you get the +1 speed and the +1 armor, Demon Shark, Flying Squid, and Deep Lurker are all phenomenal, right? They can do a ton of damage and they're all decently fast. Now you're seeing them here, and actually let me go to my cards, because even though I don't have them leveled up for silver, I do have them leveled up to a certain extent, right? So, well, actually, I do no. So like Demon Shark can still get one more level up. But look at this: a speed of 4, damage of 3. Flying Squid is max for silver. Speed of 4, damage of 3. Deep Lurker, he's not even maxed. If you max him out for silver, 7 health, speed of 4, damage of 4. Like all these cards work so well because that extra speed means that they're all going to be 5 speed and they're all doing damage across the board. Then you pair them up with River Hellendale, who at level 2, so for silver, gets Inspire, and they all get +1 melee damage. It's a deadly combo, and I really enjoy using it. I thought I would love Wave Brood a lot just because of Taunt, and of course they nerfed Wave Brood, but all of this melee damage here, super awesome. I really enjoy playing with water just because of the speed and the synergy within the cards. And then Death, I mean, I've talked about Death quite a bit. The synergies here, right, are Thaddeus Brood reduces magic for a legendary monster that has void armor, right? So ideally now with someone with void armor, and you can pair with Scavo Hireling to repair, or any other monster that has repair, you know, he's reducing the magic damage. Here's a tank who can take magic damage, right? So replacing kind of the reflect that Haunted Spirit had. And then I don't know, like, not that there's many other synergies, but Silent Shavi, 3 damage, 6 health, and 5 speed for 5 mana, attacking the back line. One of my favorite cards. Magi Necrosi, attacking snipe and camouflage. Another one of my favorite cards. I think having a tank with thorns is awesome. And even though I don't have my Weirding Warrior for Amplify, I think there's going to be some cool things here where Amplify will allow you to get extra out of your thorns damage. And then at level 3, so in gold, Jin Moirat not only has Void Armor, Knockout, and Giant Killer, but will get Magic Reflect. So this all of a sudden becomes a huge tank that when you pair him with Weirding Warrior for 2 mana, there's just so many cool things the Death Team can do. Oh, not to mention, does Backfire count for this, for Amplify? I'm still not sure. See, increases Magic Reflect, Return Fire, and Thorns. So I guess Backfire doesn't work. That sucks. Backfire really should be part of that. So those are the 3 that I would focus on. And that I guess I have been focusing on. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed a ton of chat here. Anti-magic is so good. Regal Periton. Yep. Okay, what deck would you level? I did Kelia as my first level 4 summoner. I've been wrecking. Yeah, dude, Kelia is great. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna skip Obsidian for now and just focus on getting Kelia up there, because I play water so often, and if I don't play water, sometimes I play dragon with water, and that there's a lot of really cool synergies there too, because then I'm able to play. So for example, I'm able to play a melee monster. So the cards that I do own, right? So dragon. Where is he? So if I want a void but melee monster, right? So before, if I needed to have some kind of magic defense for a deck, I would need to play Oceanus, right? But Oceanus is still susceptible and doesn't have as much armor. Whereas this dude can deal damage. I can pair him up with a bunch of the other water cards that do damage. I think I even just played a game here where I did exactly that. Yeah, so watch this if you missed this one earlier, right? Like, I'm using Quicks, who doesn't synergize with them, but everybody else synergizes as well, because I can play River Hellendale, and now I get some magic defense on the front line, which is perfect against these guys. And then everybody else is just going absolutely bananas, hitting people for like 4 or 5 damage. Well, actually, okay, this isn't the best example, but you can still see here, having leveled up cards was super clutch, right? And everybody gets that buff. Actually, because of the -1, that's why I didn't have it. But still, we came through and cleaned house, which was nice. I play Bronze 1. I just got over 6k CP. Well, hey, now's not a bad time to start thinking about silver, or get the CP for silver. I'm waiting for Quicks to go down. What's up, Ashley? How are you? Gaming, I have a question. I need 9 CP to play in silver. How much dollars would it cost? Remember, I need a deck to win in silver. I think water would be the way to go. I feel like Kelia is slept on in many cases. Well, okay, so here's the cool thing too with Kelia, is if Kelia is one of the cheaper summoners, I believe. I mean, she's down there. They're all essentially the same price. But I like the water team, and then the ability to synergize them with the rewards cards that came out as well. So, like throwing Demented Shark in there, you can get a Demented Shark for 72 cents. He's going to give you Inspire at level 1. And all of a sudden now, your Demon Shark, Flying Squid, and Deep Lurker are all just tearing house, right? And then Venari Wavesmith at level 1 is still great, because now you're giving, with Kelia, you're giving everybody 3 armor. Not to mention Pelacor Bandit. Level this dude up. He's 7 cents. You can get him to 60. You can get 60 CP for, I don't know what 7 cents is, but it's hopefully not that much. But now all of a sudden he's getting the benefits where with Demented Shark or with Inspire from River Hellendale, he's doing 4 damage on the back line. I know I had a battle here earlier. Hold on, let me see if I can. Was it last night? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, so here okay, so here's another. Look, you can see the battles that I was on a decent, win, not streak, but was winning some good games with my water deck. The 2 wins I had here were water. Let's just go back to this. So this is water against water. I forgot how I won these, but see, they go with Serpent of Eld, and they have a level 1 of this guy, right? He's not bad at level 1, and they have a level 1 Deep Lurker. But look at the differences, right? My guy can do a lot more damage. Sorry, not a lot more damage. He can do 1 more damage, and Deep Lurker can do 1 more damage and is faster, right? Now I got Pelacor Bandit, who's super fast on the back line, and then obviously this dude here who gets 3. Pair them up with River Hellendale, plus the fact that there's no magic damage coming from this team, so the +1 friendly armor, or +1 armor, is going to be very valuable. And I think I did win this game, right? Hopefully. Oh, also, I have +1 speed, but I threw Ooze in there. And we'll... Oh, this is blast damage too. Yeah. See, and even though Creeping Ooze, I wouldn't necessarily want him to be the one that was resurrected, but then all of a sudden we go into the next round and I go first again for the most part, right? Because of Ooze slowing them down. And this dude would trample at level 1. So clutch. All right, yeah, like I said, I really like playing the water team right now. So if I would have one recommendation, that's not necessarily the best. I'm just telling you that I'm having fun playing with them. I really like the Brute in red. He's fun. And he's great for the level that he's at. So Mitchell saying I like Demon Shark, Flying Squid, and Deep Lurker together. Yeah, no, they're great for that. I mean, so here's the thing with Melee Mayhem, you throw those 3 in together with Demented Shark, and then you add in if you have a level 2 River Hellendale, and you're doing +2 melee damage to your team, and they're all just flying across the board. When you level up the Scable Hireling, does the repair restore more armor? No, I don't believe so. I need to just be set on what I want to buy when General Sale comes out and cards dip. Yep. I mean, this is a good time to rent cards. If you're looking to, potentially level up certain cards or whatever the case is. I would say, and let me double check this before I actually do it, but let's say you wanted to check out a water deck, right? So to play... Well, actually, it's better if we do it this way. If you were looking at summoners, this is the best time to test it out, because if you get a level 3 summoner, which is eligible for silver... Oh, actually, this is a little bit more expensive than I thought. I mean, Thaddeus Brood is 8 cents a day. So, just something to think about. I just need to be set. Okay, Alex Mitchell, are the cards all level 5? Okay, you're talking to him, so let me hop into one more game, and then I think I bought potions to open up one more pack, so we'll open up one more pack, see how it goes, just for fun. Okay, so here is a situation where I think I would expect them to play Kelia. And I'm wondering what I want to do. Like, do I play Oceanus for the chance that they may magic spam me? Because that's always something. I kind of like Deep Lurker and then maybe Kelp Initiate. That way I have kind of a meat shield and somebody who's just going around the back line. Oh, it's only evens. So it's like I either only go Demon Shark or I go Deep Lurker. I think I'm going to go Deep Lurker. That way I can have a little bit more meat shield here. And Deep Lurker can potentially attack a back line. That would be very annoying for me. And I don't believe there's anybody on the team. Man, actually, if he's playing Kelia, this would be a great time to play a magic deck. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna change my mind here. We're gonna play Oceanus. Level 2, so he's gonna be attacking first in most scenarios, and then only because all these guys are going to have some ability. Like I can see him playing Demon Shark. I can see him playing Deep Lurker, whatever the case is. I think Oceanus can take it. And will attack first no matter what every turn. Oh, he played Bortus! Should see why this is why I cannot wait for modern format. Cannot wait for modern format. Okay, let's open up one more pack just for fun. Oh, whoops. I gotta drag you here. And then I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go grab some food. Oh, this is gonna be a rough one. It's all commons except for one rare. I don't even know what I want this to be. Acalia, Obsidian. Mycelic Slip Spawn. Lame. So, I just gave you guys 2 examples today of why you should not be buying packs. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fun. But, wait. How come my pack... How come that didn't go on the Explorer thing? Is it behind? There we go. So I got $1.17 of value for a $4 pack. And to make matters worse, I could have sold my vouchers. I could have sold a voucher for $25 and not even paid the $4. So that's a $29 opportunity cost to get $1.17 of value in this pack. Go for a legendary. Nah, unfortunately not. Not today. No luck today. We'll come back. I'll open up a bunch of packs again once I'm able to buy some more. Third time is a charm. I don't have enough potions. Fine. Just for you guys. This is 20. What is this? 200 credits. All right, we'll open up one more. Can't go out like that. Third one's lucky. All right. I hope you guys are right. And we need legendary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. We have just enough credits. The peer pressure. Do your daily quest to get more potions. Hey, you know what? I actually don't mind getting potions from the daily quest now. I'm still a couple hours away. Yeah, I don't know why. It was in the mornings before, and I guess I just did it too late one day. All right, just for you guys. This is the pack. Oh, yeah, I do need to do that. Open it in the other account. Oh, third time is not the charm. Only commons and 1 rare again. And Venari Spellsmith. Now, I do want to get that guy leveled up because I want to have Amplify in silver. So, I guess it's not terrible. But I'm still so far away from it. Oh, they're only 59 cents. I should just go buy them. Actually, you know what I should be doing is maxing out all of my... I should be maxing out all of these guys. Neutral cards. So let's see. What was the pack value there? I don't even know if we crossed... We may not have even crossed $1 in that pack. This isn't the pack, right? This is the last one. You tried to stop me? Now I have to do another one in the other account? No, I think we're done for today. Come on, I just want to see my Explorer. All right. 92 cents. Called it. Look at that. 92 cents. All right. No more packs. I think, you know, this kind of just goes to show that I should literally stop opening packs. Because these packs are going to have more value to me once I can sell them for, you know, 2, 3, 5, 10x after it's sold out. And they're getting me airdrop points right now. So the fun is over. We'll do one more battle. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out on a loss like that. So we got to play until we get a win. And then we'll call it a day. Oh, I need someone with magic damage or with speed here. What are they going to play? I would assume, and you know what happens when we assume, but I would assume that they're going to play Mylar because it doesn't seem like their fire deck is leveled up. They do have a leveled up life deck, it seems. So even though they can't play with Dragon. So I would say they're going to play life or... What if we try life? Because if they play Mylar, then I don't want to be doing any melee damage. So maybe this is where we go with a Pelacor Conjurer combined with you. Blast is great. But you know, maybe we go with this one for. Let's go with you, because I want all my guys to be faster. I think that will end up being more clutch. I'm gonna put Creeping Ooze into the mix as well as. Okay, so now we got some real speed on our side. We have limited damage, but we got some decent speed. Sorry, limited monsters doing damage. Oh, but you know what? We're going to be able to take this guy out first turn. That could be huge. And then Magic Reflect here. Clutch. Look at that speed coming into the mix. Oh, see that miss there? That miss was the difference between losing him and not that turn. And these we should be able to make quick work. Boom. All right, so I need, General Sloan isn't bad. I just don't play life as often, but there's a great scenario where that worked out. It's like saying, "Hey, Splitlands, here's $4. Now give me 90 cents." Yeah, well, if you look at it on a short-term time frame, then definitely. Long-term, what are the cards that I won? Like the Slip Spawn. Oops, not this. Explorer. Like, I think Slip Spawn will be worth more in the future. But again, like, future is maybe years from now. So, all right, guys. This was fun though. Let's end this now. We got 12 people here, so I'm gonna leave this open. I'm gonna hop off of the stream, but as usual, as just a thank you for hanging out with me, go ahead and throw your in-game username into the chat. Gonna send everybody who's here and closing out the stream a little DEC. Hopefully it'll help you with a rental or buying a card or whatever the case is. But yeah, this is fun. I don't know when the next time I'll be able to do a live stream is. I'm gonna try for Thursday, but if I do, it's gonna be later than it's actually the earliest it would start would be around this time. So just because I got something going on Thursday morning, and then Thursday night I'm flying out to Chicago for Christmas and the holidays. I don't know if I can figure out how to stream from my laptop, then maybe, but most likely not. I love you guys, but I think I want to just kind of sign off and hang with family for a bit. yeah, so that's all I got. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a second to come through and throw your in-game usernames. We'll give it another, I don't know, 30 seconds. Yep. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. If I don't see you guys, I will see you before, and I'm gonna try to throw some more content. I want to finish all the splinters, like the deep dive that I'm doing into all the splinters. So hopefully I can do that before I go. And then yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll still record some kind of videos. We'll see. But I wouldn't mind taking some time off either. Okay. Did we get everybody here? I think we got most folks. Balsanga, Smithers, Cruz 3P, Tim Hendricks, Harpa Star, Razor. All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out. This is always a lot of fun. Sorry, I didn't have many packs to open or do my daily quest. I totally mistimed it. But, you know, we had a good time. Ashley, you made it just in time. I'm glad you did. All right, keep an eye out. I'm going to send some DEC out. I will see you guys all in hopefully a couple days. And if you miss me, keep an eye out for some more video content coming soon. I just haven't had a chance to record it yet. All right, Sinister Ace, you in? All right, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Later.